So hey guys, it's Klaus. Let's have a look at the new Swedish medium heavy line that's about to hit the game, and get ready for World of Autoloaders. There's more autoloaders coming your way, like this Tier 10 Swedish heavy auto-loading wrecking machine. Look at this thing. Let's have a look at the line, and then let's look at some gameplay. So Swedish tanks are coming to the game, two lines, the TD line and the medium heavy line that leads to the Tier 10 heavily armored autoloader. Let's have a look. Okay, so let's start at Tier 5 because everything below Tier 5 is useless in this game. So look at this, minus 10 degrees gun depression, a little bit of armor, not much, and pretty fast, 45-kilometer top speed, and crew of 4. Claus is going to go through those three main stats for you on all the tanks, okay? And look at the gun. Let's look at the gun. Tier 5, 115 pen, 150 damage. Good rate of fire. Not so bad. Here it is in the garage, typical looking Tier 5, but with those angles on the front plate and that kind of gun depression, if you stay hull down and know what you're doing, this thing is going to be good. Tier 6 now. And even more gun depression. Look at that, minus 15. Still pretty crap front armor and 45 to 45 speed. The gun now at Tier 6 with 148 pen and a pretty good rate of fire, 150 alpha. 2-second aim time, that is not so bad. Now have a look at it here. Even though the armor values were not that good on paper, with 15 degrees of gun depression and how high up this turret is, and the angles on the front plate. If you get this thing hull down, depends how weak that commander's hatch is, but this thing looks like it could be a beast as well. Okay, now the Tier 7, the Leo. Great gun depression, not so bad armor, but very fast. Now all these tanks so far have been medium tanks, so they're all pretty fast. And the gun, 155 pen, 300 alpha. Pretty poor aiming time and pretty poor rate of fire. I was not too impressed with this one. It's just that 5 shots per minute is pretty low and 3-second aim time is pretty shit. It certainly looks cool, but you know, every Tier 7 medium in this game now with the Tier 8 new premiums, the Patriot, the Scorpion, the T-54 modified, you get to fight those. So yeah, this one, Klaus predicts this one's going to be the turd of the line. And now we get to Tier 8, and this is where things change. We get to the heavy line, switches to heavy tanks, and we get even better gun depression, more armor, especially on the turret, because now we're heavy tanks, and we don't give up any speed, still 50 kilometers per hour top speed. And now look at the gun. Welcome to World of Autoloaders. 4 shells in the magazine, 217 pen and 320 alpha per shot. It takes 3 seconds to load each shell, but it takes longer than that to aim, which is a problem. But at this tier, 217 pen, 320 alpha, 4 shots, that's pretty healthy. Going to have to be careful when dealing with these. Look at it here. Look at the angles on the upper plate and the turret. With those armor values and that gun depression, you get this thing hull down and it's going to be a beast. Probably a weak lower plate there, right? But with those angles and the great gun depression, if you get hull down with this thing, do not see any weak spot from the front. No commander's hatch. Oh boy, Tier 9, we don't give up any gun depression. We get even better armor. Look at the turret now, 215 angled, and even faster, 56 kilometers an hour. And the Tier 10 gun, 4 shots to over 250 pen, 400 damage per shot, 40 seconds to reload the clip. Aim time, 2.8 seconds. You aim faster, then you reload each shot. And look at these angles. Klaus has said the word angles a lot, but look at that. With minus 12 degrees of gun depression, a little bit of a pike nose. You get this thing on a hill, point the gun down. Do you see a commander's hatch or anything weak to hit on the front? Wonder how these things are going to play out. Looks pretty damn good. And the Tier 10 Kranovan, not sure how to say it, but 12 degrees of gun depression. Best in the game. Fantastic armor with all the angles. 60 kilometers an hour. And the autoloader, the Tier 10 autoloader, with the aim time that's faster than the reload time. So if you own an AMX 50B or a T57 Heavy, fuck you! The Swedish heavies are in town. The ones that are fast, the ones that have armor on the hull and the turret, the ones that have the best gun depression. Now look at this. And no commander's hatch and no freaking weak spot in the front. The new autoloader is in town and here to stay. You knew it, right? If they're going to introduce a new tank line, it's going to be better. Why the hell would anyone bother with it unless it's better than what's there? Huh? Is this one better than the French or American autoloaders? It's up to you to decide. You might have to get one. Let's get into some gameplay and see. Okay, so let's get in some gameplay. We're on the test server here, and this is Klaus's first game. Now, is this tank going to be better than the other heavy autoloaders in the game? Well, just want to do a test here and see how this thing does hull down over a ridgeline with that amazing turret and that great gun depression. Well, look at this mobility. It's moving up pretty fast. Klaus will poke over the middle here and do a little test and then let you know if this thing is going to be a beast or not. Let's just poke here first and see who's there. And we'll poke up. Spot a couple of enemies. All right, now let's just move over a little bit and poke up a little farther and take some shots and see what happens. How does this thing do hull down? Okay, now everyone can see this tank. There's one bounce. There's a victim. Let's just sit here and take some shots. Bounce some shots. Take some more shots. Maybe one more. Bounce a few more. And there you go. 1,300 damage. 1,500 damage blocked. 1,000 damage assist. So there you go. Do you need to see the rest of the replay? If you stay hull down, now this is not a good map to stay hull down on. Can you imagine this thing on some map with lots of hills or sand dunes? Holy shit. Well, it's fast, it's got wicked armor, it's got an autoloader, and it's got no weak spots. When you're hull down, you have no weak spots. Well, let's get on with this game and just, play a little bit more. Okay, now, Klaus could get hit in the side here. This does not have good side or rear armor, but I want to take this guy out. And, of course, bounce, because that's a Swedish tank. Take another shot on him. Okay, he's out. And the 50B has got a couple of shots on Klaus. Well, that's okay. It was a good trade. We got that guy out. And this is the test server, so, there's lots of people running around trying to shoot everybody as fast as they can. Let's move up. Let's use the speed and mobility of this heavy tank and get in a better position, okay? Go into the city here. Now, how fast can this thing go? Let's go down the road here. We're going down the road and 40, 44, 45, 48, 47, 48, 50, 50. A heavy tank with an autoloader and tons of armor. Zooming down the road at 50 kilometers an hour. Oh yeah. Not many places to go hull down here now, so just have to find some other shots. Now this is not the most exciting replay, I know, but just wanted to do a hull down test and get some gameplay in on this thing. Oh, there's a Bat Chat. Hi, Bat Chat. You used to be the only autoloader in town. But, hey, the Swedes are here, baby. Are they going to poke out again? No, there's a big German turretless TD behind. Do not want to get hit by him. There he is. But what's he going to do now with this? Welcome to the world of autoloaders. What are you going to do if you have some big, slow, stupid TD or heavy tank now? You've got the French autoloaders, the American autoloaders, the Czech autoloaders, and now the Swedish autoloaders. And all the new ones are fast, and all the new ones have high pen. Now we're even going to try and chase down this bad chap. We're not helpless. We're not as fast as the bad chap, but I mean, we can sneak up here and finish this guy off. Well, there you go. Not the greatest game, but man, Claus has a feeling that this thing is going to be a beast. If you can drive this thing well and get hauled down, look at the bounces on the turret. If you're a good driver, you're going to do well in this thing. It's just unless you hit a rock. So welcome to the world of autoloaders. They used to be just the French that got the autoloaders. But then the Americans got the autoloaders. Then the German Tier 10 TDs got the autoloaders, but they got removed. But then the Czechs got their autoloaders, and now the Swedish get their autoloaders. And now you got autoloaders that have shit tons of armor, that are fast, and have better gun depression than every other tank line in the game. So, you think this tank is going to be any good? Claus got his money that this one is going to be a beast. And there's going to be a lot of people free XPing through the medium to get to the heavy autoloaders. So look out in high tiers. If you're playing high tier games now, you are going to be playing World of Autoloaders, starring Sweden. Thanks everybody for watching.